Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for April 16th through the 30th. Today, we'll be pulling a card to look at your overall energy for this time frame. We'll take a look at your energies, the energies connected to you, and how those mingle and dance in the middle. And then at the end, we'll pull an oracle card for the Sagittarian collective. Do keep in mind, these are general readings, so only take what resonates. You might want to check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context. You can also cross-watch for a partner or a friend. If you're interested in a personalized reading, I will have links in the description below. And you can find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, Saggy, let's see what the universe has in store for you. My very goal-oriented Saggies. Nice. You get the Temperance card. This is a card that may have to do with Libra energies for some of you, so check your charts where you might have that energy. This is also an energy of patience, diligence, balance, coming in and really softening the edges, softening those rough edges. It's a very wise energy, okay? And it takes practice, especially in our fast-moving world. And you're a fast-moving fire sign. So this may be coming in as a teacher for you or something you're embracing here. Let's see. We'll look at your energies here. The energies then connected to you, and how they are mingling and dancing in the middle. Okay. All right. Saggy, on your side, you get the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. So what you're showing me here is that you are very slowly and methodically moving through a healing process. I'm getting that it's like the ebb and flow of the ocean. I'm very much feeling this feeling of you're kind of going back and forth into this healing energy. At times, this gets to feel, it feels like a bit of a burden to you. Like, am I ever going to heal this? Am I ever going to not be triggered by this? Am I ever going to be free of this energy? So that's kind of where you're at. It kind of weighs you down at times, but we'll get some clarifiers and go a little deeper. On their side, they get the Tower, the Five of Cups, and the Hermit. This person has experienced something very maybe tragic, unexpected, sudden, a sudden change of plans even. It could be more minimal, not necessarily like a catastrophe, but something that changed unexpectedly. It kind of, threw them for a loop. It kind of shattered their world for a minute there, low key maybe. They kind of shook them up, shook up their heart. They're holding on to love. I don't know if this is a person who went through a loss or a breakup or maybe lost a family member, something like that. I am getting some of those themes are coming through during this time frame here. But it's nice that I'm seeing them maybe move into this Hermit energy where they get a little more introspective, where they kind of try to find their center point again. And with this overall energy as Temperance, that's nice to see for them as well as for you as you're going through this healing process where you're kind of exerting patience and knowing that you are on the path to the mountain, but sometimes you have to stop at the stream and get a drink. The energies in the middle are the World and the Eight of Wands. So the World is very much a card of endings and new beginnings, cycles closing, so a new one can begin. And it seems like that the two of you in this connection are moving toward that ending. And it feels to me like it's meant to be that way. It's not like a bad ending. It's like something needs to end, and it's a good thing, and we're both rowing in the same direction toward it here. Let's look at this Knight of Pentacles for you here, Saggy. It's clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so it seems to me like on the one hand, you're juggling determination, really crisp, clear thoughts, like your goals are really super clear, and you're juggling like being set in the mind and working toward those. And then on the other side of things, you're juggling maybe being more cautious and knowing when to rest, knowing when to go into your healing process. And so overall, Saggy, I think this is making you feel like you're slowing down a bit or moving at a pace that you're like, how can I even accomplish anything at this pace? This is so slow to me, okay? But there's lessons here, you're learning something here, and you've got this healing here. So with this Four of Swords, we're going to clarify it. This is a card of healing. You get the Ace of Cups, the World, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, you're learning in this process that it's so important for you to keep your cup full. Even though you have that determination, you have that goal, and you're that archer and you aim and you shoot that arrow and it just blazes toward the goal, right? That's what you're used to. You're learning another path to the goals through your heart, a more heart-centered pace where you are allowing more of the awareness of the endings with this World card coming in for you, of this cycle to close. And you're noticing that if you're not embracing that, it tends to cause you more conflict and then loop you back into needing more healing and downtime, okay? So for some of you, you could be maybe healing something physical. You could have just gotten a virus or something and you're trying to get over it and you're nursing yourself back to health. Don't skip steps here is what I get. Don't throw your normal fired, energy toward it, because what happens is the universe keeps bringing you back to the healing, right? Sometimes a bit of surrender helps. Now, this could be a lesson for you in planning as you move forward, especially if you're someone who's like self-employed and you're doing content like me. You might have to have some things in your toolkit, some things in your storage shed that you can bring out, reusing some material, repurposing material from the past. That might be a really good idea for you during this time, because you do actually need a little more R&R here. You need to keep that in balance with your actions and momentum forward, or else you keep getting almost like recycled back into this healing process. So if you've like broken a bone or something like that, you need to let it fully heal before you, if you broke your leg, let it heal before you run on it again. That's the energy that I'm sensing here. Let's look at this Ten of Wands. You get the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Woo, that's a lot of swords. All right, so again, there's this tendency of the universe to move you into calmer waters and to see the burdens that you're carrying that you need to lay down. I believe these are self-imposed burdens. You went and picked up these burdens yourself. And the universe is saying, hey, you need to see this. I need you to see this, that you've picked up these burdens and you keep charging away in your traditional Saggy way toward your goals. And it takes you into the choppy, stormy seas and waters. But anytime you go with the flow, turn your boat around and allow yourself to be carried, you're being led into dropping these burdens. And then once you do that, you can get back into Saggy fire go mode, okay? But there's something here that needs that temperance. It needs that patience. It needs that little bit of give before you can move on. Otherwise, it's going to cycle you back for the lesson even more. Now, this person who had the Tower connected to you, they get the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So whatever this change of plans, it could range from a change of plans of, they're their flight got canceled and they got redirected. It could range anywhere from them going through that to some major change in their life or some major upheaval. They get the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Hierophant, which tells me that whatever they're going through is moving them into greater love, greater patience and nurturing, which is kind of what's called for on your side over here. And for them, this is a very spiritual experience. It's moving them back into themselves. Sometimes we go through these energies, and I feel like this is this person where the universe was like, hey, work on this or do this, or, you know, something their intuition was telling them. They got the nudge, and then they got the, hey, tap, tap, tap from the universe. Hey, listen up, pay attention to this. And they really didn't listen. And so the universe, kind of the hammer came down and you know, Ragnaroked their world. Okay. So and then that kind of forced them into going into their heart and nurturing patience and nurturing an attention upon some deeper issues for them. Okay, deeper questions for them. I'm feeling even maybe a Scorpio energy connected to this. Let's look at this Five of Cups for them. The Four of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, whatever. This could also be a person who, when things happen, they have a little bit of a hard time getting their feet stabilized. So when things get shaken up, they tend to want to hold on to everything. They could hoard. They could have that hoarding tendency. They want to hold on to maybe physical things when their heart is feeling a bit out of control. And they are being called by the universe, by the higher force, by the natural prime creator of this universe. Those kinds of large energies are coming in to have them look at things differently here. And so it's going to stop them every time they start closing up or clamming up and not remaining open to this. It's going to stop them and slow them down, turn the boat around, turn the horse around, and go down the path in a different way. That's what they're getting. So it's interesting. You're both being challenged to handle things differently than you have in the past. Let's look at this Hermit for them. The Nine of Swords, the Death card, and the Eight of Wands, which is also in the connecting energies here. Oh, this person might be having trouble sleeping. They might be having trouble sitting with themselves. They could be having their mind race at night. They've got some anxiety. They might be the kind of person who's taking melatonin or a sleeping aid of some kind. They may need to have a sleep study done. Because I don't know that they're sleeping very well. And that's not leaving them very refreshed and rejuvenated. It's leaving them kind of feeling like the next day, feeling like death, you know. And they want to move. They have that desire to move. But again, it's kind of like you over here. You're being asked to be patient and let things heal and let things go at a certain pace. And you're struggling with it. Them too. They have that as well. Yours is a bit more situational. Theirs is a bit more existential. Like it's a bigger, maybe, I mean, they're both good lessons, but for them, it's something bigger that they need to understand about life overall. All right, let's look at this World card in the connecting energies for you, Saggy. Coming up to clarify on your side, the Eight of Pentacles. On their side, coming through is the Six of Pentacles. I love this. You're both working at this. You're both putting energy, realistic, like real world energy toward this. They're approaching it in a like, I got to kind of balance this. I have to see, you know, what am I offering? Where am I maybe holding on to this ending instead of letting it proceed? Where am I stopping myself going through this? And for you, you're putting more of an industrious, hardworking attitude toward it. where you're going to chip away at things. So if this is like a physical healing kind of process you need to go through, physical therapy day by day, it's that kind of thing. Keep consistent. That's temperance. Consistent, slow and steady wins the race. We're going to make sure things are balanced out. We're not going to go overboard, okay? And this isn't a time for you. April 16th through the 30th is not a time for you to be going balls to the wall, or this other person. It's a time to let it be okay to come into a different kind of movement, a different kind of pace. Now, we do have this quicker moving energy of the Eight of Wands here, and you're both moving toward this ending. On your side, the Three of Pentacles comes up. On theirs, the Moon. The Moon. And remember, they had the Eight of Wands over here combined with the Hermit. So again, some major arcana energies going on for them. This may mean this ending to them, and I don't think it's the ending of this relationship. It could be the ending to a cycle in this relationship. It could be the two of you are just experiencing cycles ending personally, and it's also contributing to a cycle ending in the connection. That would make sense. That's how evolution happens, and that's how evolved partnerships work. You come in and you both have your individual energies that you work through, and as you work through those, they contribute into the evolution of the connection as well. And I think that's what's happening here. You're bringing in collaboration. They're bringing in a willingness to deal with kind of the shadow aspects. And that may be, again, why the Temperance comes in, because your approach, they both approaches have some momentum, but yours is, though different for you, is more steady. They have to kind of illuminate some things first. So at times, you might have to let the rowers rest here for the connection. They're bringing that temperance into the connection, softening the edges, letting it be okay at times for the paces to be a little bit different. That could be an important element of this here as well. Saggy, let's get you a card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards to close off the reading today. Valiant Courage comes out at the end, which is more the Saggy energy of not being shy and moving forward. So we're going to roll with this. For some reason, this is coming back in, perhaps to encourage you that you will be able to get back into your natural energies after you heal. This isn't the time to be timid or hold back. Gather your inner resources and go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. Throw your shoulders back and move forward fearlessly. Take risk. It's okay to feel afraid. Just don't let it stop you. Don't play safe. Opportunities will pass you by otherwise. Speak up for yourself. Honor your truth. You are a light bearer for others. Through your example, people find and act on their truth with courage and with grace. So Saggy, so interesting that you get that valiant courage, and it's about taking action. And the whole reading was about taking action in a different way, taking it at a different pace, slowing things down maybe at times, or understanding that your perception at the moment is that things are slowed down, but they're still moving. So some really interesting energy. I like the valiant courage coming in for you at the end though, because I think it brings you full circle back to yourself. And it lets you know that, yes, this is a phase. This is a cycle ending. And when a new one begins, you can step back into that energy of taking that action that you're so used to taking. It's been awesome to get in front of you face to face again, because I've been doing some top-down readings for a while with just the cards in my hands. So it's so nice to see you all again. And if this resonated, drop me a comment. I can't wait to see you next time.